A rail employee, a conductor for CP, speaking out after she was fired for a second time. This time, it's over posts on social media. Tashauna Reid is here this morning with a lot more on the story that people are reading in droves online at CBCNews.ca. Tashauna, good morning.
That's right, Heather, and hundreds of comments as well over this story. So this is a story about a woman named Stephanie Katelnikoff, and this is the second time she's lost her job with CP Rail. Now, this time is over photos and comments that she posted to her social media accounts. So CBC News was able to obtain an evidence package that was created by CP Rail, which shows these posts and comments in question. And this is what you're seeing right now. These were posted to her personal accounts. And in the post, she doesn't actually use her real name, but does speak about working with a train crew and is also critical of CP Rail. So Katelnikoff says her company accused her of violating their code of conduct, calling her photos graphic. Here's more on what she had to tell us.
If somebody's doing something wrong and somebody else speaks up about it, I don't think that the person speaking up should necessarily be punished if the reason that they're speaking up is in an attempt to elicit change or fix a problem that's broken. Saying that, you know, no matter what we do, you can't speak ill of us is, yeah, it's North Korea.
Now, Katelnikoff was actually fired in 2014 after a train derailment in Banff. And in 2016, she won a wrongful dismissal case against CP Rail. Now, she had been fired after that derailment, but was reinstated after a judge ruled that she was fired because she filed a sexual harassment complaint against a fellow employee. And also, investigators looking into this derailment determined that the derailment was actually caused because of damage to the track. So now she had recently come back to the job, but now she has lost that job. Heather?
And CP Rail commenting specifically on this at all, Tashauna?
Well, we have not heard from CP Rail. We did reach out for a comment, and they have not responded to that. We did see that their code of conduct online doesn't mention anything about their social media policy as well. We do know, though, that Katelnikoff's union did file a grievance on her behalf. They also declined to comment on this particular story. But we did manage to speak with an employee lawyer who essentially says that companies do have some right to discipline an employee if it does come to an issue of harming their business interests. But here's more on what he had to say about this particular case.
Do posts making derogatory remarks about the employer do that? In this case, they probably do, and they probably do warrant some kind of discipline. But racy images, companies are not free to impose their own moral standards on individuals outside of the workplace if it does not interfere with the legitimate business interests of the employer.
Now, it is important to note that Katelnikoff did receive a warning back in 2016 over a social media post where she criticized a former CP CEO, but she says she does not regret her photos, that this is part of her modeling hobby. She does regret, though, saying some of the comments that she did, and she is just waiting for an arbitration date.